All right, John B, what's
Yeah,
the
I'm real,
word?
man. What's up, fam?
What up, though?
Yo, I hopped on this channel, and I'm gonna be 1,000% with you.
Keep
I'm
it
a
100 with me.
37-year-old, self-employed, retired
Wait. How
professional
old are
mixed
you? How old are you?
37,
37.
37,
All right.
retired professional mixed martial artist,
Okay.
kickboxer, own a couple of gyms. I send guys around the world to fight. I just hopped on this project, and because I do journalism, I just hopped on this project about black people
Mm-hmm.
in media. Okay. I'm West Indian. My father's a naval officer. I'm first generation, so I guess I'm not considered foundational black. Is a term?
Okay.
Because I'm from another place. Been here since I was 10. No Portuguese, no patois. Very cultured, I would guess. I have a question, man. This shit's been sitting on my fucking mind. I'm glad I finally got here because I don't even know how YouTube works, brother. To be honest with you, and I'm a fighter for real. I don't know how this shit works. This is what they pay me to do now, investigate. Mr. Daniels, you are a big guy in this thing called the manosphere,
I'm not.
right?
I'm
You're
not.
not?
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not in the
I fell
manosphere.
into you.
Let me say this. I can't
Okay,
control how people label me. I do. I
right,
am not in the manosphere. I've never been in the
right,
manosphere. I've never been that person. I understand it. I'm cool with people that's in it. But I am not a part of the manosphere. I'm just a married guy. I've been married for 19 years, almost 19
right.
years. And I just say what I mean, what I say, and I say what I mean.
Okay. That's fair. You a man, grown ass man. You get to say what you make your own money. You say how you feel. I fucks with
Hmm.
that heavy. My question is like, I'm black, right?
Okay.
I'm a black man. I know I have a responsibility for the content. I have a responsibility for the way I move, the
Hmm.
crowds I'm around, especially when I'm fighting on larger platforms. I have bigger audiences watching me because of influence.
Okay.
Uh, do you feel like when you're talking to black people in America, black men about these issues, you feel like that they can relate to you from a point of view of like, I can listen to this man?
I'm not here for them to relate to me. I don't care if they
Mm,
relate. I don't care if they can relate to me in that. Right? Think
okay,
about it like this: the person that most people refer to, or the people that most people refer to, as the examples by which they live their life by.
right.
Most of them is rappers, basketball players. Some of them can be the biggest people: Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, um, anybody, Tony Robinson, um, David Goggins, Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, all the way across the board. Our biggest heroes. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that they can relate to them?
Biggest heroes, can you relate to them? Well,
Yeah.
that's a hard one to answer for me because as an athlete and a guy that was I didn't like
No,
fighting
no,
in
no, no,
front
no,
of people.
no. Not as you, as the
Okay, as a
majority of the
black person.
people, as the majority of the people that's actually on these platforms. Same question. Can they relate to
Well,
them?
that's the thing. I can't relate to nobody on these platforms. I'm 37.
Not you.
No, but
Can
neither can my
can
friends.
can
Neither
black
can, because
people
I live in Los Angeles.
can
That's
black people
why.
relate to the people that they herald and celebrate the most? That they use as a reference point in order to justify their arguments.
I don't think that's a fair statement to say to all black people.
Why?
I don't think we're a monolith, huh?
Well,
Because
that's the question that you asked to me, right?
no, I'm asking if you're saying you're a hero is what you're telling me in
I'm
this.
saying I'm me. I'm
Okay,
saying
well,
I'm saying that I'm saying that I am a reflection of the thing that I think that the black community should be. As a father,
so you think you're
as
a
a person
reflection of
that
what the
never did anything illegal, never been to jail, right?
okay,
Also a person that does not believe in divorce, that stands on what it is that I stand on when it comes to having these conversations, that's open to the possibility that I'm wrong, that's spiritual and believe in God and Jesus Christ, but
right?
also a person that is I actually give back to my communities and I'm a mentor for a lot of young guys.
Right.
I don't see where that's an issue for anybody.
Well, I think the issue for me and like the people like I said, I'm in Los Angeles, man. I'm in the media here, but more journalism. This is the first time I'm stepping out forefront because usually I just get paid to sock people in the head. But what I'm saying is, man, I've been researching these issues for about probably 6 months now, and your
Hmm.
name popped up. And when it comes to foundational Black America, I feel like the messages were being put out by people like you are the same are the ones that you guys are talking shit about. The rappers, the people in the
Like what? Give me an
mainstream media.
example. Give me an example.
Uh, okay, perfect example. I'm from a place called Guyana, where we
Hmm.
believe that everybody gets a cup, the land of many waters. Um, a big thing we have there is judgment is for God, and mind your own fucking business, right?
Hmm.
I can akin that
Where's
to
that?
me
Where's
being
that
from
located at? Where's that located at?
South America,
Okay.
uh, and it was a place where Africans were dropped off during the slave trade, and
Hmm.
then the actual indigenous helped, and the Desis and the people who were there helped us get our freedom, and we fought off a bunch of different colonizations, different countries, Europe, France, Ireland. They all tried, they all failed.
Hmm.
Guyana is like a very big stronghold in the West Indies,
Okay.
West African culture in South America. With that being said, my dad, naval officer, mom was in the military. I grew up here, all the port cities, New York, Boston, you name it. I've been around the hood, but I'm educated. My parents made sure that I had a proper education. With that being said, now I work with these nonprofits in Los Angeles, and we're looking at the pipeline on information to kids because I work for a company called IFMA, in which we take
Nah.
children who are.
Don't
Oh,
say it.
sorry, I won't drop. I work for a company that we take kids around the world and we teach them how to fight, and we
Okay.
show them what the world is like. And recently, we've been talking about media, the intake of media in children, what the biggest platforms are. They're streaming.
Hmm.
And the reason why I said you're a big name in this, because a lot of the people I've heard say your name are children.
Hmm.
And then when I go to media, I have a few friends in the YouTube sphere that do what you do. It's not my well, so I don't really judge them. They're my boys.
Hmm.
But uh, yeah, their main demographic is these young Black men. Now, if you're identifying the problems inside of the Black community with like financial illiteracy, to not being able to read, all these issues that Black men go, Black people in the United States, I feel like you guys aren't doing shit but kicking them for not knowing how to do better.
Well, apparently
And I can,
you haven't watched my platform long enough. Then
well, I watched it enough. I watched your
how
shit
much
with
have
just
you watched
pearly
it?
things. I watched it with just pearly things. I followed
Hmm.
the whole manosphere from you to Chisha, all
Hold
these
on. Hold on. Hold on.
guys.
Hold on. Hold on. So how long have you been following me? How long have you been watching me?
About shit, about a year now, investigative.
Okay. So
That's why I
you've
was
been hold on. Wait. Listen. So you've been investigating and watching me for a year.
yeah, for a project we're on. But it wasn't you. I stumbled
No. No. No.
here
That's fine.
because
Let's
of
just talk about me. I don't want to talk about nobody else.
okay.
So what have you seen? What is your
What have I
impression?
seen?
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't because I don't like to judge nobody because I feel like
No,
you
I'm
don't know
asking
them.
you to
And
judge me.
yeah, I'm telling you. I'm gonna get it off.
Okay.
For me, it's hard to judge because of my profession. I judge a man by our 15 to 25 minutes facing each other. Other than that, he's just another man. Period.
But
Point blank. That
you
shit
just
period.
said that you've been investigating it for over a year, right?
Yes, because of the pipeline directly to the kids and them
Cool. So
regurgitating the
based off
talking
of what
points.
you've seen from me over a year of
Uh,
investigation, what is your impression? What is your impression? What is it that I do?
fuck, man. It seems like that you're mad at Black folks, Black men,
Uh-huh.
but don't have any real resolution towards it. I don't want to talk
So
about
I'm
personal
wait, wait,
shit. You
wait.
know
So
how
hold on. Stop. Well, let's do one issue at a time, right? So
I
I'm mad at Black men.
feel like you're mad at Black men and women, like a self-hatred type of thing.
So Black men and Black women.
Oh yeah. And
Do
I
I
feel
help?
like you
Wait,
have
wait, wait. Do I help Black men
uh,
and Black women? Because it's a difference between holding them accountable and actually helping them.
well, that's the thing. We talk about help, the tangibility. Are we talking about like nonprofits and giving back to communities, like actual tangibility? Because I don't know. Because
But I
I
thought
do
that you
that myself.
investigated
I
me
run
over the
them.
last year, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. But somebody can say, "Hey, I can tell you right now, Anton, I dropped 20,000 to a nonprofit under this name," and
Hmm.
then you can go look and see that $20,000 got dropped under that name. But you got to research to see if it's
No,
the
I mean just
motherfuckers
no, no,
attached
no.
to.
Just based off of what it is that you see me saying on the internet, right? Because
Right,
it's a difference between holding people accountable
right.
and also because, like, for example, on the Millionaire
Okay.
Morning Show, every
Okay.
single day, I teach people and I use examples that's relatable in order to continue to show people how it is that they need to think about everything from a business perspective, right?
Right.
Every day,
Okay.
Monday through Friday,
Okay.
at least two
Right.
hours every day, right? I pour
Okay.
into people. I pay for their funerals. I mentor young guys from 14 through 24. I give them
Okay.
jobs. Every last one of those dudes is making over $100,000 a year.
That's
I give
nice.
money inside
That's
of my
good.
community, cash, not no organizations, not no profits. I've even documented it and got videos on the internet of doing that, right?
Same. I
More,
just
more
got honored for
importantly, more
yeah.
importantly, again, I'm married to a black woman. I'm a father
Okay.
of a black daughter, right?
Right.
I also take care of all of the people that surround me, and everybody that works for me is successful and they make a lot of money as a result of it.
Okay.
So where's the self-hatred at? Because every person that works for me is black.
Well, I guess it's the representation you allow for yourself when it comes to issues of Black culture.
No, the
Because
thing
as
is,
much as you
it's
say you help them, as much as you say you help them, me being okay, put it this way. I'm a world championship coach. It's tangible, it's facts. You can trace it. I have fighters who are world champions. I have gyms that have world championship fighters and team. I am the leader in those spaces. I employ guys, I ship guys out, send guys
and I
places, all
think
that.
that
I
that
hear
is
you, man.
absolutely awesome.
I hear that. But when I go look on the YouTube of the things, it's just me fighting or talking about things that can help my community. Any platform that I'm on in my community that I help is fighters of color because, as you know, we don't have any unions or anything, and
Well,
it's
hold
just
on, hold
like
on, hold on.
everything
Let me
else.
stop you there, though. Let me stop you there. 1 second. I am not separating myself based off of color.
Okay,
The difference is that I help people and I rock with people based off of proximity, right? I got
proximity.
friends proximity. So if the majority of the people that I grew up around or the communities in which I make sure that I do all of my work in or where I move my office to just so happen to be predominantly black because Detroit just so happens to be the blackest city in the United States of America, then those are the people that I'm going to hire. Those are the people that I'm going to help the most. And those are the people that I'm going to have the most affinity for as far as continuing to pour into and hold accountable. But let's be clear.
Okay,
I am not one of these pro blackety black people. I love
okay,
everybody. I rock with everybody and anybody that appreciates me or says, yo, Anton, I rock with you as far as especially all of the different people that I get that I coach. I coach
right.
Asians, I coach white people, I coach a lot of different people. I am not a person that is going to separate myself by just championing and then doing things just for the black community. It just so happens to be that the community by which I was born and raised in just so happened to be black. But please do not hold me to the standard of a pro black person just because the people that I help the most or the people that I hold accountable based off of proximity, similar to crime, just so happen to be black people. I rock with everybody. I do not separate
Okay.
myself based off of the
I
black community.
and I hear that, and I rock with everybody as well. I do. I have to. It's my fucking. I do. But my question is, when the when blacks are being attacked, and you have a platform, and you being a black man,
Like who?
you
Give me an
still just
example.
it's. I didn't hear you.
Give me an example.
Um, well, I hate to fucking beat a dead horse because I'm not really with the drama shit, fam.
Give
But
me an
like,
example.
let's just say something that really stuck with me recently, and why I called in was this Just Pearly Things incident.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the Africans from the UK. Now I have family in Brixton, all the way to Canada, Trinidad,
No, no,
Tobago,
no. Listen, listen,
things
listen.
like that.
Let's drill down. Just pearly
Okay,
things. Give me the example.
so you obviously seen the shit with the neo-Nazi Fuentes kid, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
blowback she got from having her on there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then the fact that there was no pushback or any, it's not her job to give pushback. She's a white chick. But what I was seeing was that you were championing for her. Like, you guys need to lay off her, da da da. This, you don't understand. I don't understand why, if you could separate yourself from the black
I never
community
said
so
lay off
bad,
of her, but go ahead. I'm with you.
but you defended her. I don't
I
know the
did.
words, my brother.
I
I
did
don't. I don't
defend
know
her.
the words. And I
I
and I and I and
absolutely
I and the
defended
reason,
her. And you know why I
yeah, and the
defended
reason,
her? You know why I defended
yeah,
her?
I was trying to get to that.
Well, hold
That
on.
was the
You're saying somebody that I'm negatively going at, right? So name the person that I'm negatively going at, not the person that I'm defending.
No, I'm saying you don't defend. You haven't put up an ounce of fight, and I'm gonna say as a fighter, like you do, when it came to this white woman, as you would when it comes to holding the black community accountable. What about
Okay,
holding
so
her
I'll give you
accountable
an
for her
example. No,
comments
no, 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 no,
towards?
no, no. Let me give you an example. So, and I hate to name names because I said that I would never name names of these particular people. But if you go back, right, especially with
Uh-huh.
regard to Chaotic, Nathan, Nathan is a police officer, Logic, and basically a lot of black men at one point, and a lot of people actually in the chat could substantiate this. I would not let
Mm-hmm.
them say one negative word about Six the Goddess. As a matter of fact, whether I felt like she was right or wrong, nobody could publicly say anything about her, and I defended her more fierce. And people were pissed at me. My own friends were pissed at
Right.
me because every single time that I ever heard her name, when anybody would send me something and it would say, yo, they talking about Six. And the reason that is, and let me tell you why, I had the same exact energy, if not more, defending Six the Goddess than I had for Just Pearly Things, right? Here's the key. If I met you in real life and I fucked with
Mm-hmm.
you and you met my wife and you were in my kitchen and we kicked it, which just Pearly Things did, and I don't say all of that because they don't know the extent of our relationship,
I
right?
feel you. I hear you.
If
Yeah, I
I've
hear
if
you.
I've kicked it with you in real life, the only level of accountability that I'm going to have for you publicly is saying that other people shouldn't be coming at you. In the same way that I have for Six the Goddess and Just Pearly Things, even though fundamentally, based off of what their beliefs are, I disagree with a lot of what both of them said. But
Okay.
I would never say that as friends publicly because the only thing that I ever gonna say to you is what it is that I said privately. And I said this, I said logic.
I fuck with that.
I'm never going to hold them accountable to y'all. Don't mention Six the Goddess's name. Don't come on my platform. Don't say nothing negative about them. Leave it alone. I don't give a fuck what it is that somebody else has did. I don't care how y'all feel like it is. Y'all take that shit somewhere else. This ain't happening right here. So what I would say is that a lot of people, and I'm not even really sure that you did the investigative work that you said that you did. Neither here
I
nor there.
well,
No, no, hold on.
I'm gonna
Neither
tell
here
you.
nor there. Neither here nor
Well,
there. Neither here.
before you
Hold on.
neither here,
Hold on.
before you
Hold on. I'm
neither
gonna let
here
you respond. I'm gonna
here
let
or
you
there.
respond. I'm gonna let you
Okay.
respond. Here's the
Okay.
key. Here's the key. I keep the same energy across the board. Number one,
Right.
even to the point to where I still won't ever say anything negative about Six publicly. And I only said the name in order to use an example, a real example, since we name it real examples, right? But the other side of the equation is this: people have a selective memory as to what it is that they remember based off of what they're trying to hold you accountable for at that particular time. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
separate it, and you can't say, well, Anton, don't hold this person down, because for every person that you name, I could probably name at least 3 or 4 publicly that we can talk about on the internet that I held down. That is black, that disagrees with what it is that I stand for, but just because they were my friend, I'm consistent across the board.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the thing. And I want to tell you, Mr. Daniels, I didn't come up here because even though I fancy myself a bad motherfucker, I don't come up here to pick fights with brothers, man. I don't want to do the name calling shit or the all that stuff because obviously you're a man that knows his shit. I'm looking at the fucking platform you built and it's crazy. That's amazing. This is all new to me. That's why it's a project. I'm the like you were saying. I don't know if you did the research. The reason why it's hilarious is because I I had to do it to be on this project, and I was like, yo, I don't understand this YouTube shit. But um, with that being said, I could never sit there and be acquaintances with someone that would allow any type of white supremacist. And this is me being a West Indian black man, first generation, raised in Los Angeles. Uh,
I don't
I could never
care.
be friends. I could never be friends with one. And so,
I
with
don't
that
care.
being said, the
She's not.
way
She's not
I
racist, but that's what you
well,
feel
no,
like.
it's not. I'm not saying Pearly Things is racist. From what I saw with my own eyes, what I seen is a young girl that doesn't have enough brain to hop in there and have these conversations with these heavyweights she's bringing to the forefront. She was punching above her weight class
That's
and getting
that's
exposed.
that's your opinion.
Okay, well, but the internet is playing out how it is. Now
I don't give
anybody
a
can
fuck
go
about what
and
the internet think. I am what I
I
am. I'm gonna
know you
say what I'm
don't,
gonna do. What I do.
but me calling in, I called in. I didn't call in to like cuss at you or yell at you. I called in to say, how could you explain some shit like that to me, a guy that's like, yo, I'm meeting this dude who's fucking amazing. Obviously, he knows his money, he knows his worth, and he's giving a message of a bunch of different messages: financial literacy, security, all this shit to black men via
No,
YouTube.
no, no. I'm giving
But
it to everybody who will accept it. I'm not giving it to black men specifically.
right, but okay, you give it to anybody who accepts it. But I found it because someone said, yeah, if you're in the black manosphere, you should check these guys out. And so then I talk to you today, and you tell me I'm not, I give it to everybody. And
Hmm.
then you have a friend who is cool with, it looks like, put in UK tethered blacks in 360 contracts and have them talking bad about American black people. And I'm asking, how is that fucking okay? How is that not counterproductive to any message or anything you're trying to get out, man? And I'm telling you this because that's how I found out who you were. And I don't have no hate or malice or
You don't
disrespect. I
have to
think
keep prefacing it by saying that. I don't think that you got any hate, right?
that,
You can say whatever it is that you want to say. I literally dropped the link
right.
in and I said, tell me where I'm wrong. Now I disagree with you, right?
Okay.
Because you can't sit there and tell a grown man, right? Nobody can put you in any contract. Nobody can make you sign anything. Did somebody put a gun to their head?
Well, that's not true
No, 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 no,
because
no, no, no,
I'm gonna
no.
tell you. I'm gonna
Hold
tell
on,
you
hold
that's
on,
not
hold
true.
on, hold on, hold on.
That's not true.
Did anybody put a gun
Language of
to anybody's
contracts.
head?
Are we talking contracts? Because if we're talking language of contracts and how contracts work, that's been the biggest grift since forever.
Did
Since
anybody put
you know that.
any gun to anybody's head?
You don't have to. That's why it's hilarious when people sign shitty contracts. It's
So
and so
wait. So you're basically telling me that as a grown man, you don't take
right.
100% responsibility for whatever it is that you decide that you want to get into or sign.
Yes, I do take responsibility for
All right,
everything
stop
I
there.
sign
Stop there. Stop
because
there. Stop there. Stop there.
okay,
Other
I'll put a
people
pin in
shouldn't
it.
take other people shouldn't take full responsibility for what it is that they do from a business perspective though.
Other people shouldn't.
Are they victims? You're telling me that a 26-year-old white girl can make grown
Okay.
men victims based off of the
Can make
contracts that she give them.
can make grown men victims, you said?
Yes, based off of the
No,
contracts
no,
that
no,
she.
no. I don't believe in victim. I'm a fighter, man. I don't believe in victim mentality and like that. What
So
I
what
do
are we
believe
talking
is,
about? If you don't like
what
the
I do believe is,
contract, then go
I'm
and
gonna
do
tell you.
something else.
I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I believe that she stuck these dummies on these fucking 360 contracts like the rappers go through out here,
Hmm.
like the other podcasters do. And when they realized it, they're like, "Oh, I'm not really making no money." But that's the
Who
game.
said that? Who said that?
Well, that's what happens when you realize you're in a 360. Am
No,
I
no, no, no,
wrong?
no. Who said that on her platform? Said that I'm realizing that I don't like what it is the deal that I signed. Who said that?
No, what I saw from King Richie's was, would you? I know Mans is a racist, but like, why would I fuck up what I got going on in so many words just because he's a
That's
racist? I
not what
knew
he
that from the
said, and
jump.
you putting words in his mouth
What he said
in
was to the
order to
context
justify
of
your.
he
That's
knew who the
not what he
man
said.
was.
He knew
He knew
who
who the
Nick
man was.
Fuentes is. That has nothing to
Right,
do with the contract that he has with Pearl, and he is not complaining at all. So why are you
right.
putting words in his
But I'm
mouth?
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you because the company I work for, when they had a controversial guest on, and that was against black people,
I can't
we
wait to
all
get a
said,
more controversial guest on my platform.
I know. And that's the thing. We said
Hmm.
no because
Who said
we didn't want
no?
to give this when I was asked if I wanted to interview and have and do a commentary segment with someone in our community who was known to be racist, had far right views,
Hmm.
was denying things that had to do with my culture, I said no. And they said,
But
why?
that,
It'll give you
wait. You don't get to tell other people what they can do with their platform.
I don't get to tell other people what to
So
do, but
here's
I'm
here's the
telling
thing.
that
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's what you can do.
I
Me,
know, but
I like to have conversations with people that see things differently than me. As a matter of fact, whenever I drop the link in the chat, I never ask the people that come up here that agree with me. The only people I ask to come up here is the people that disagree with me and can tell me that I'm wrong. I don't want to
well,
be in
that's
a, I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I'm not looking for
right,
people to agree with me, and I only
right.
want people that think completely differently than me. I'm the only type of people that I want to have a conversation with. Am I
Same.
wrong?
But
Am I wrong?
I don't have conversations with
Am
nationalists or
I
bigots.
wrong? Am I wrong?
For having if you have conversations with nationalists and bigots, I think you'd be wrong.
Well, I
I think you'd
mean,
be wrong. I,
listen. This is the beauty of being in America
right.
because because here's the thing. How do your students feel about me?
Which one? The kids?
Yeah.
Honestly,
How do they feel about me? Do they hate me?
no. You're gonna have me say I'm not that guy. But
How
if I'm
do
gonna
the
be
kids
real,
feel? How do the kids feel about me?
what we've been getting is that what they said is that they miss Kevin Samuels, and so
Hmm.
they rate you guys. They rate you guys based on the
How do the
kind of
kids feel about me? It's a simple question. Do they hate me? Do they like me?
no. It's like they. I guess it would be more of like a hate
So
with
they
these
hate
young
me,
black
right?
kids, but not like a hate like calling you out your name. It's
But
just
they
being
but they
like,
hate
man,
me though, right?
yeah, they have questions for us about
And
why would he
so
say something like
and
this.
so they
And I
reach out
said,
to hold on, wait. So they hate me,
uh-huh.
and then they reach out to you to get clarification, correct?
Yeah, can I give you the context in these conversations though?
Well, hold on. I just want to get to the
Yeah.
core of it real quick. So they hate
No,
me.
but yeah, you're missing the context. So if I
Hold
could
on,
explain it,
let me
that
listen. We can get through this quickly if you just let me finish my questioning. They hate
okay.
me, so they look to you for context, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
and
yes.
then when you give them the context, you help them to understand where it is that I'm wrong, correct?
Well, that's why I called in today.
It's a yes or no
That's why I
question.
called in because
It's a yes. It's a
I
yes or
didn't
no.
know
It's a yes or no
it's not a
question.
you can't black and white me like that,
I'm
man.
gonna
I called
let
in
you
today.
explain and give the context, but we gotta get through this because
Okay.
you give them the correction, right?
Well, I give him an answer, whatever I have at the time. I'm the type of guy that goes and seeks before I give a fucking
Okay,
answer. I'm gonna have the proper.
you give them better context as to why they should see things more closely to the way that you're teaching them, correct?
No, I said let me go check it out, and then I'm gonna come back and tell you guys what I think
But you've been
because that's
investigating. But wait. Okay, so when did they
yeah.
tell you you need to check me out?
Well, I'm not investigating this shit for the kids. I'm investigating this for a journalism
When
program in Los Angeles,
when did they
not
tell
for the
you you should?
kids.
When did they tell you you should check me out?
No, I stumbled onto you because one of the kids said you should check him out. He's similar,
So
and I said,
when did they suggest me? When did they
oh.
suggest me?
It was during the I guess at the same time you were having a debacle or debacles when the no jumper, which is big in our city, was as well. And we
So
were
within
investigating
a
it
month
by
ago. So they suggested it within
huh?
a month ago.
Yes, but I was already on this subject individually.
But you said that you've
That's
been
what I'm saying.
investigating what it is that I've been doing for over a year.
Yes, me independently.
So
But not just
independently,
you,
wait,
not you, not you.
wait. Give me a second. You've been investigating people like me because you said that you've been on me for over a year, correct?
Because I wanted to understand what this was.
Hold on. You've been on me for over a year,
No,
even
I
though you
haven't
not.
been on you. This is the first time I even came to your channel. I came to actually talk to you. That's what I don't want you to flip it like that. I don't want you to think
I'm
I've been
not flipping
chasing you or
anything. This is what you
following.
said.
No, what I'm
You
saying is I'm
said
investigating
no. You said
rhetoric.
you've been following me and you've been on me for over
Brother,
a year. That's what you
I know
said.
what you want to do. Listen, I know what you
No,
want to do. You want to spin
no. You're
to
not
it.
gonna turn my
No,
word.
I
No,
haven't been
hold
investigating. I'm not a
on.
cop.
Hold
I'm
on,
not a
hold on.
cop. Listen,
Don't back
I'm working
out.
on a
Don't back
project.
out. Don't back out. Don't back out. Don't back out. Credibility is everything. The
Right.
one thing about me is that I remember really, really well what people say.
Me too.
You said that you've been on me for over a year.
I never said on you. I
You've
said
been
I've been on this
investigating me for
topic.
over a year. You've
I've
been
been
paying
on this
attention to my
topic of the
content,
manosphere for over a year.
and you are
And you said I'm
familiar,
not a
but you've
part
been
of the
familiar with my
manosphere.
work. You've been
And you said
familiar
I'm
with
not
my
a
work.
part of the manosphere.
You've been familiar with my work for over a year, correct?
Wrong. Incorrect. Incorrect. No.
How long have you been familiar with my work?
I would say indirectly, probably now 2.5 months, directly a month. 1 month. Directly. 1,000%. Because it wasn't you weren't, and I don't want to shit on nobody, but it wasn't a big enough issue for it wasn't like this man was saying things that would come back to Los Angeles and we'd be like, oh fuck this guy. Nah. What happened was your name popped up in this Just Pearly thing. And then the issues that we're dealing with about like black creatives
That's not
and
what you
not
said.
knowing.
You said my name had popped up as a
Well, I'm
result
trying to
of
explain to
learning
you.
about.
You told me
That's not what you
you told
said.
you told me that I could give you context right now.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
I'm
I'm gonna let
asking
you write. You right. You right.
I'm asking
Go
for
ahead.
that.
You right.
I'm
You
just
right.
asking for that. So I hopped on here. This whole thing was about how black creatives were treated inside of this new platform, YouTube and all this. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I don't think it's a big thing because, like you said, contracts. Every man knows should know his own worth. But what I started seeing was a lot of men, black men, caping for this white woman, apart from the issue I was even researching. So I personally was like, why is this so? Why are they going so hard for this woman? And then I started seeing a divide between African tethers and African Americans because she uses black people that aren't from the United States to talk about United States issues as if we feel that type of way, you know? So I was like, I get that. That's a grift. But then I seen you, who I thought, from what I learned before, I was like, oh, that's the guy that gives all the financial advice and shit. He
So,
seems cool.
wait. So basically, you had discovered me as a result of my financial advice.
That's all I had seen. I didn't discover you, man. I was just looking at names that were part of like what was called the Black Manosphere. And you
Mm-hmm.
were a name that popped up. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
looking for you, fam. I
Mm.
promise you that.
What did you?
I don't
How
go
did you
out.
look it up? How did you look it up? How did you search it?
Honestly, after it was after Kevin Samuels had died, and I
Mm-hmm.
was looking at because mind you, YouTube for me at 37 years old is a whole nother universe. I
Mm.
live in a life of fighting, traveling, all that shit. So I'm like, okay, these are supposed to be the new modern man. And so
Mm-hmm.
that term to me is hilarious because the new modern man, um, I have my own bucket. What I put that? Because if I'm gonna be a nigga with you, 80% of people I come across aren't manly at all. No matter what race they are, they're not. But I can't say that. It's against our code. I just move on,
You on
right?
code? It's against the code.
Huh?
So you don't believe
Yeah,
in
it's
telling the
against.
truth. You don't believe in telling the truth, so you can stay on code.
I don't have to talk to everybody when I'm on code.
You
If you're
got to
not on
move
my
over,
path,
bro. You're not even in the camera right now. You got to move over a little bit.
oh, I'm sorry. I
There
don't
you
know how
go.
this shit work. I'm telling you, I got
I
you.
got you.
So
I got
when
you.
it comes, I'm gonna tell you me personally. The way I manage my
You
career,
know,
by the way,
Kevin died over a year ago, right?
right. And
Is that when you
so,
discovered me?
no, it came shortly. It came after,
You
man.
gotta
I
look.
heard your
You
name, and
gotta
I heard
look
of.
down. You gotta. You can't do like this when you're answering a question because
Well, I'm looking in my head, 'cause I don't.
experts will
I that's how
say,
I think. That's how I think.
"What's how
I
you
look
think?"
up. Yeah, I'm thinking on the go. This is real time. Cause listen, and I'm being real with you, bro. This is a vulnerable space for a guy like me. Cause usually once I say my piece, we out. I don't give a fuck. But like, I really wanted to talk to you because like I
We
wanted to
kicking
pick your
it.
brain. Yeah,
We
we
kicking it.
here.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept reiterating what I was reiterating because I don't want no black man thinking I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I am the type of person that always come to a nigga with respect because I was raised around
Why
good
am I? I'm
niggas.
a nigga now.
Nah, that's what I say. I'm from California. We call all our homies niggas. My bad, fam.
No, no, no.
Okay,
You, I'm cool with
I
it. I get
appreciate
it.
that.
I get it. I get it.
I
So wait.
and
So listen. You know, Kev
uh
died
huh
from over a year ago, and so when you
right.
discovered me, it was like around the time that Kev died, right? Roughly,
No, it was shortly
roughly.
after. The first person I fell on
Shortly.
after
Wait, wait.
was
What do you
Chisha
mean?
Zed. It
Like
was Chisha.
shortly after, like a couple,
Like I
like a
was
month
I'm
ago.
telling you, Chisha, a guy that I know in that community, he trains under me. He's a good guy. But I
Right.
don't agree with the thing he says. I laugh, I listen. He's a friend of mine. His
Yeah.
name is Chisha. He's a really good guy.
Cool.
And then he mentioned you. And so if Chisha mentioned
That man,
you,
and that's right. But wait, but that was a little bit after Kev though died though, right?
that was way after. Because if you talk to Chisha, he'll tell you. He could just tell you when he trained with me. Because I was like, hey, have you heard of these guys? Because I was hearing about like some guy named O'Shea, Fresh
He,
and Fit,
yeah,
that type of shit. I'm in Los
yeah,
Angeles.
yeah.
I'm in Los Angeles, so I think especially how the algorithms work, unless you're searching for shit, you ain't gonna really find it. And
hmm
so then I started looking, and then you popped up, and you were more well
What was
spoken.
you searching on?
Man, you know how YouTube goes. You type in something, it'll have a video, a reaction video, click someone's name. I just fell in a wormhole, fam,
hmm
a straight up wormhole. And then as I'm working on this project, they were like, "Yeah, man, this is a lot of the stuff that these kids are consuming."
mm
And I was like, okay. And just so you know why I keep saying to the kids, that's the big thing for me. That's what I work for in the city and the cities I live in. Whether it be tutoring, food, media, all that, we always try to make sure
So
that
what was it
we're.
like? When was Chisha suggesting you get in you check out some of this stuff?
I would probably say 5 to 6 months after I started,
And that's when you
after
kind
I
of
took the gig.
discovered people like me, right?
Right. And mind you, I fell into this
But
bubble
wait.
because of
Stop
a
there.
Kevin
Stop there.
Samuels.
Stop there. So five to 6 months, right?
Right. But I'm not a subscriber. I'm not a guy that watches your content every day. I'm not throwing it at a shade. I just don't watch content like that. You
No, I
know.
mean
Uh,
5 to 6 months. So did you discover me after he suggested it, or did you discover me a couple months ago, or
I
within a month?
I discovered you after he suggested it, but I didn't watch. And then I fell onto you
Which
heavily
was
and had to
like
watch.
5 to 6 months ago, right?
Right. And then I fell onto you heavily after this the last month because of the correlation between what was going on in LA and what was going on in the UK and the fact that we were covering it.
Mm,
And okay, that's cool. But we were covering it from alt right point of view because of how they're getting their rhetoric and revisionism of history to our kids.
mm,
That's why. And so I can show tangible data of talking points, racist, revisionist, people who quoting very racist people, denying facts that happened, man, and minimizing that to her audience, which was built on the backs, created by her fucking a black dude, and peddled to us by black people. King Richie's looks like he's from LA. He dresses like one of us. He's not one of us.
mm.
That man would not make it out here. He would have to check in, unfortunately, because of what he says on the internet. And I'm saying that as a person who lives in Los Angeles. So I was like, damn, why is this dude who I know is fucking smart? Why I know the kids know who he is and can jump up and fucking throw some punches and maybe knock this shit.
How do the
Why didn't
kids
he?
know who I am like that?
Because I'm telling you, this manosphere shit is falling down to the tubes now because this streaming is bigger than TV. It's getting bigger than TV, especially in the poor neighborhoods because they don't have televisions or Xboxes
So
and shit.
you've
They
been
got
on
their
my
phones.
stuff though for a while though. You've been really consumed. Like you've been familiar with what it is that I.
No, it just, man, I got a college education. I work in journalism. All I need is an hour and a half and my headphones. I can get a lot of info, you know?
Yeah, but
And,
you didn't seen my stuff for over 5 6 months now.
but I didn't research it. I didn't go deep into it, brother, because I didn't have nothing to learn
But
from
when
it
we first
and I
jumped
didn't
on
have
this
nothing to
live
watch
stream, you
from.
said that you had researched it and you had investigated how it is that I've been doing things for a long
Yeah,
time.
I've been investigating like the shit that's on your stream, not like a cop, my guy. Like, isn't
But
not,
but now you
and
said you didn't research it and you didn't go deep into it though.
no, I don't watch. I didn't have to watch a fucking 15-minute video about somebody claiming you did some kind of fucking scandal to know it was YouTube shit.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
mm,
If I wanted to sit here and actually know about you, I'd probably shoot an email and be like, "Hey, brother, my name is da da da. I work for this." if I was trying to like get investigated. I just had a question, and you know what I mean. That was it. Because I don't
Yeah,
got no I don't got no ill will towards you, man. And I respect anybody that can build a platform, make money for their motherfucking selves. Because Lord knows not everybody can. But I just had that question, bro. And that's the one that's really sitting with me because I feel like there was like a respect, a ghost respect I had for you, even though I don't know you. And that question has been sitting with me. And that's it. For real.
I got you. You got any more questions for me?
That was it, fam.
That's the only question. Listen, you got me on here. You never
Yeah,
know when you're gonna talk to me again. Your people
I
put me.
know.
I don't know when they put you. My time is confused. You got to understand that I'm a C student, so I'm not as smart as everybody else.
I feel it.
So the timeline is still a little hazy for me. But you got me on here. You an investigative journalist. Um,
Going going
is,
into that route. Yes, using my
is,
degree finally.
is
Yes.
it? You sure there's nothing else that you got a question for me about? That's it.
No, I just wanted
The
that
only
one, man.
thing
That
that
was
you
the one I
wanted to wait. So you telling me the only thing that you of all of this stuff that you could have asked me about, the only thing that you wanted to ask me about was just pearly things?
no, not just pearly things. I wanted to know how come you didn't well you answered. You said that you don't pick you fuck with who you fuck with. You know her, she's met your wife, so it's a different vibe. To me that sounded like, hey man, I know her in real life. This internet shit. I didn't feel like you had to explain that to me past that
But I'm
as
just
somebody
asking of
working
all.
with.
Listen. I have thousands and thousands of videos on the internet, and
Right.
that's the only thing that you wanted to ask me.
Yeah. How could you cape for somebody like that? Even if it was passive. That's the only
That's
one.
the
And
only
it's
thing
not
that
like
you wanted to ask me.
it's a burning question for me as a guy that's brand new to this whole YouTube shit and watching your persona and who you are. Yeah, it intrigues me. It intrigues me crazy. It does. That's the
All right.
only
Well,
one,
let
man.
me be very direct because I fuck with Pearl, and Pearl is my
Okay.
homegirl, and we talk on the phone and we have conversations. She adds value to my life, and I add value to her life, and that's my fucking dog. That's why I rock with her. And it ain't
And,
nobody and nothing that could tell me anything different until she does something to me personally that I feel like is egregious. Until then, she gonna be my fucking dog because Pearl is my
and
homegirl.
and that is an answer I can respect because I've been there with my own friend. You feel me? I get that, man. That's all I wanted to know. For real. Fuck the
That's
YouTube shit,
it.
all that. That's it, bro. I
You ain't got
promise you.
no other questions for me.
Nah, man. In fact, it was insightful talking to you. Um, no, this was more than enough. That's all I wanted to know, and it was really cool meeting you. I will say that. But no, nigga,
Did it go?
I ain't like these other. I ain't trying to come out here and beef. I just literally had a question that fucked with me existentially, and you answered it,
Did it go the
and
way
that's
that you
that.
thought it was gonna go?
Well, honestly, I thought it was gonna be like confrontational, but I'm more secure in myself, so it's like I don't really
So
have
you
to.
came up here anticipating the confrontation? No, not
Yeah,
you.
low key, bro, low
You're
key.
such a nice guy.
And that's why I was like, damn, why I didn't want to go off. I didn't want to like have one of those things where I'm yelling at another black dude. And I know that doesn't it's neither here nor there for you, but it's something that's very big for me and my culture and where I come from. You know, all conversations heated with my brothers we always have behind closed doors. We never put it out in the world. You know, that's just some
Do
a
you
West
consider
Indian
yourself
thing.
pro-black?
Uh, damn, man, yeah, to a fault, to my detriment. I love my people,
Why do you say
even when it hurts.
wait? Why do you say to a fault?
Because there's been times in which, especially recently, as a lot of the violence in the community. I live in Los Angeles,
I'm
and
familiar. You told me.
unfortunately, I've grown up around a lot of death since I came here. And being of West Indian descent, they have their own superstitions and spirituality and shit. But it's just really hard sometimes to talk like I'm talking to you, to everyone, not just black because I understand the importance of communication, but also knowledge. You got to have
But
proper
you said
knowledge
to
to
your
communicate.
detriment, so that basically means to your own demise, or
Yeah, not to my.
or
Well, listen, I work for nonprofits, so I'm out here doing a lot of shit off my own. I help, and it is to my own detriment. I love my people because sometimes I wish I wasn't the only one out here fighting, you know.
Mm.
And that's the part that hurts. That's the part that hurts. If I can be honest with you, I wish I wasn't the only one out here fighting, and it feels like that
You
most of
feel
the
like you're the
time.
only person that's fighting for black people?
No, I feel like the only person when I'm doing shit, I feel like it's only me in the moment,
Mm.
and that hurts. And by do I feel like I'm the only one out here for black people? No, I know we have millions in different places we can go. It's just getting up off our asses and going for it. But that's a conversation to be had with. It varies on the individual. But me, um, existentially, like right now, when I'm writing, finishing my work for the day, it bothers. Some things bother me, and I have to get them off my chest.